Okay. Olympic trials. They just happened. Hey, give me your best Gable Stevenson.
What's that? Oh, that's a backflip.
Year delay from last year to this year may have served him pretty well. And the fans here, they want to see his celebration backflip.
Pretty impressive.
That's a 265-pound human who just pulled that off.
Oh. Go. Give me your little Gable Stevenson. Oh, you didn't look that impressive. Come on, man, run. Give me a real Gable Stevenson with the socks. Yeah, oh, didn't stick the landing. Get over here and hold this camera real quick. We got to talk about the Olympic trials. All right.
Got it.
Coach, what happened last weekend? There was so much cool stuff. Teach me grappling. What are we going to show them? There was
Olympic trials.
If you guys didn't watch Olympic trials, you guys are like, what? Olympic what? Guys,
For wrestling.
this is a grappling channel, and we're also wrestling fanatics. I'm not just a jiu-jitsu black belt. I'm also a wrestling fanatic. And so are you.
I can do wrestling sometimes.
Yeah, you've
We'll
wrestled a
stick to
couple
freestyle
times.
for now.
So there were so many amazing things.
Yeah, and it goes to show, by the way, there's a women's freestyle, there's men's freestyle, and there's men's Greco-Roman. We'll kind of pick out a couple things we saw that were cool and interesting, and then maybe we haven't seen a lot before, or we haven't seen in a while. Like we can also talk about Helen's, foot sweep.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, you know what? I didn't see that, so you're gonna have to talk about that.
She's just better than that.
So you want to start with that?
Yeah.
What did she do?
Yeah, so really quick, guys. So quick backstory, guys. Helen Narciss is a 2016 gold medalist, and I believe she also won it in 2017 Worlds. So 2016 Olympics, 2017 Worlds. She had a bunch of concussions after that, and she's kind of been, out of the scene. She's been hurt, and it's best 2 out of 3 in the finals. So she's wrestling the third match. She won the first one, lost the second one. Comes out for her third match, and just hits a beautiful foot sweep. I can't even do it the way she does it because she does it so well. And basically the premise is she just has a good collar tie right here. She's got a collar tie, and what she does is she makes a move like she's hitting a slide by. Even though you can't hit a slide by from here, what a lot of people have been doing, this little shuck with a collar tie, they've been shucking like this and getting behind people. So she kind of makes it look like she's doing that, like this. And as Jenna Burkett starts to circle, she catches this foot. All right, so she goes this way and she catches this foot and puts her on her back. Now,
of her better matches. Burkett is ready to wrestle. She's nice.
Maroulis ready. Maroulis may be finishing.
The interesting thing that Helen does really well, and I think she might even have a wrist, is she takes her attack hand and she immediately realizes that this is not just a 4-point move where I'm gonna throw and get the back exposure and let go. She's like, no, I'm gonna get this pin, right? So as she goes here, she goes sweep and she grabs the leg. So she's able to land on top. Now she kind of, cooks her opponent, waits a little bit, and then eventually gets what we call a touch fall in freestyle. As soon as your shoulders hit international level, the match is over.
Yeah. In wrestling, once you have a grip on that leg in between the legs, and you have that crotch kind of control, you have the hips. There's no bridging out of that. Yeah. You're not going to be able to bridge.
It ends up being like one of these upper body bridges with no hips.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was so cool.
One of the highlights was there was I know we had the Jordan Oliver. Jordan Oliver, how many times has he tried to be the man?
So what was his senior year was Logan Stieber's freshman year, right? So I think 2010, 2009. So this guy's been trying to make the team for a decade. 10, 11 years. And
you can kind of see it in his body. He's super fast. I noticed he was kind of like peppering his feet.
He's got some of the best foot speed, foot movement, motion.
He's looking a little older, but he put it together and he hit and he beat Yanni.
Yes.
So, guys, you know the move I'm talking about.
Yes.
The high crotch.
Yes.
So you want to hit this?
Yeah. So again, guys, I'll do my best to do this. I don't know if he did this on purpose or it just happened, but it was so cool and so slick.
And we have never seen this before.
And we've never seen it before. And just a little background, Yanni, the guy he was wrestling, has amazing defense, especially in freestyle. He's extremely flexible. He's a freak. His hips go all over the place. He can turn you from anywhere. So the way he trapped this leg was amazing. Basically, Jo.'s very good at faking level changing. He basically spends the whole match pushing and level changing until he can catch his opponent to shoot doubles.
Yeah.
He blasts through people.
They got
very
that.
well.
That's at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, well, Coleman Scott. Right?
Yeah.
So Coleman
But also-
Scott has
and that
was
goes
coach
all the way
at
back to
UNC.
Kenny Monday.
Yes.
If you guys, Kenny Monday also was famous for doing that.
doing all this stuff
Yeah.
and then catching
Yeah.
right, all these positions, all the quick stuff. So anyways, Jordan's faking constantly, pushing, faking, and he's catching, he's timing this arm that Yanni is posting.
And he was slapping it down too.
Yeah, so he would
kind of slap it down.
Yeah. Fakes, snap it down, get back out. He's very in and out, right, the whole match. Eventually what happens, he fakes, he catches him posting hard, posting like this on the shoulder, and he hits a lefty high C, and he kind of takes his back leg and swings it around. Now the special thing is usually when you see a lefty high C, we post, and we just go straight high crotch like this, right? You see guys like Alex Marinelli, Chance Marcel are very good at this. Instead, Jordan noticed Yanni was turned a little, his shoulders down, and he pushed the arm away instead of up. What that caused is Yanni's whole body to move this way, right? So as he takes his high crotch, Yanni's legs, everything starts moving this way. And he's gonna step around and catch this foot.
So look at that. Go around with the camera.
With the back leg, he catches this leg.
He like stepped on it in the middle of the shot.
In the middle of the shot. And the reason why this is so genius and special, whether he did it on purpose or not, is now Yanni can't turn back in.
He couldn't turn in.
And he tried to turn back in and sit.
I can't.
And you probably can't.
My leg's about to
Probably
break.
won't let you do it, yeah. Well, I think, if it goes this way, you can turn. But once it's stuck, it's easy finish.
Yeah.
We just cover the hips and it's 2 points immediately. And that ended up being the match. But he won it. So one more time, really, really quick. Again, he's constantly faking.
Let me see this. Everybody goes, but you're not supposed to reach in wrestling. I was taught by my coach, don't reach. But guys, this is the common kind of like hand fight. And also, this is the theme that's taught to everybody. You keep your front leg guarded with your front hand. Yeah. And then because this leg is back, the thought process is, I want to probe and touch with this hand.
This is like your tracker, your secret hand.
So I touch and I pull and I do things with this one. And sometimes by me reaching, maybe I expose him. Maybe he grabs and then I take a shot. So this is actually well understood and it's considered generally a good thing, but he was messing with it and he got timed.
And that's why that backside high crotch, guys, that's why this is so hard to defend, because we are not used to defending this side.
We think he's coming to our front leg.
We always think, oh, this guy's shooting back leg, and we've worked on this with our wrestlers. This one on the backside is hard to stop because he has less space to sprawl. Look, on this side, his leg can go far back to sprawl. But this leg's already back. He's stretching himself out when he sprawls. Right? That's why this backside attack is so good.
And if you push me, I'm even more extended.
Yeah, and then you can't sprawl because you're already extended.
I can't move my leg.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyways, again, one more time,
just
faking, snapping, faking. He catches here, he pushes, steps to the high crotch.
And
steps
it's so hard to hit.
Yeah.
But now you see, I can't even move. But again, whether he planned it or not,
it worked well.
I got to mention Bajrang. We did a video on guys. Bajrang, the stepping on the foot single leg man from India. And what's funny is Bajrang did that to Jordan Oliver at one point. So I bet you when he hit it, he was going, it does work. You know, just a little different, but made his own. That was amazing.
That was.
You want to talk about Gilman's push-out ability?
Yeah, Gilman, so in freestyle, Greco, we get a point for pushing someone out. So you see a lot of good wrestlers get good at being wide. Jordan Burr is amazing at this. Right? Be good at just getting wide.
Let's go in the circle, because we got the...
We don't even care about getting the takedown. We shot in on a single, and we're like, oh, we're just wide. We're just wide, and we push somebody out. So
well, let's use the whole circle. So guys, in freestyle wrestling, in Greco too, but in freestyle because we're attacking legs too, a push out, not like this, but
can't do that.
But if you wrestle somebody out of bounds and you make them step out, you get 1 point. Okay, 1 point for that. So that's kind of
strategy. Yeah.
It's a strategy. It's kind of like people call it sumo sometimes. They go, this wasn't always the way. The push out rule came in maybe 10 years ago.
It was actually
04
or 05.
Okay,
it was
maybe it's been longer.
When Ben Askren was making the Olympic team, I remember. Because Kale didn't have it.
Maybe more. I'm getting old. Maybe it's been longer, 15 to 20. So the push-out rule, or we call it the push-out rule. Yeah. So if we're wrestling in the middle maybe he can't take me down. Go ahead and do your little thing, your single leg. And then I'm defending, but now, what are you gonna do? Uh-oh. So he just drove me out, he's gonna get a point. He doesn't have to take me to the mat. Yeah. Gets scores that way. But what about this other strategy?
Yeah.
Both of these guys looking to see if they could potentially make their first U.S. Olympic team.
Nice job with Gilman. Gilman with the underhook here. Just kind of reach in, keeps moving forward. Take the, oh, nice.
Owns a guy with scoring.
So the cool thing about this, and this is, I think it's applicable in jiu-jitsu and everything, in MMA.
In MMA, guys do it all the time
Yeah.
to drive to the fence.
Yeah, but, and because it stops all of his attacks. So Gilman, and I thought this was part of Kale's plan because Gilman is strong, he hustles, he wrestles the whole time, he's tough. He was just going underhook, switching to a seatbelt. And then we call this a Metzger, right? Where we come in and we attack here. But instead of going on this side, he was going across here, right? Like this. And now, even if Brian tries to sprawl on me.
Yeah. Let's go more in the middle.
Yeah.
Just so, you guys look, if he makes the grip right here, like, it's hard to sprawl.
Yeah, and I just slowly, methodically work my way back.
And I can't circle. You're cutting the mat off. I can't really circle out very good.
Yeah. And what that leads to, if we're talking about takedown wise,
right.
If I just get my knees behind you, right? If I just get my knees behind you, it's a very simple takedown.
Yeah, yeah.
And in fact, a lot of guys got so frustrated with Gilman, they just started trying to throw him.
Yeah, but let's address that. See, this, without this kind of technique, let's just say you did the same thing, but you didn't do that move, and you just pushed me up here. Right. See, if you guys push up here and you try to drive a guy out, you guys have to watch that you might get launched on the way out. And then I end up with the points, I get the throw, and that's always a wrestler's concern when you're pushing a lot. He's worried, he's going, all right, when is he gonna throw me? When is he gonna throw me? But when you push on down here, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't have a good throw, guys. And you're so low. Even if I would try some type of judo throw, like you're attacking my hips.
And even if I got worried, I just drop to you.
Yeah, I can't.
And then I come back up.
And then you just come back up and push me out. Yeah. So it's a strategy for freestyle wrestling because of that point, but it's also good for MMA again.
Anything, because it's hard. Your hips are tied up. You just step behind and drop.
Right.
And I thought it was genius. I'm gonna guess it was a Kale thing. Kale was like, look,
Yeah.
he's gonna push everybody out.
Yeah.
Screw the takedowns. You're gonna get 10 one-point moves.
Yeah, and then the more you do that, if you start racking up some push-out points and you're ahead by 3, what do you think your opponent's gonna do? It's 3-0. He's got to start attacking, and then he's gonna take a bad shot. Then you can get easy go-behinds, easy counters. You don't have to take too much risk. So that was cool.
Let's just do the Nolf one and then.
The Nolf one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bacon Nolf.
All right.
Well, we can talk about the tea bags.
Yeah. Well, let's just do the Nolf.
The Nolf.
So guys, look.
So we call this a whistle shot. At least I always call it a whistle shot. I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about you're talking about Nolf and Dave, not the not this.
No, the body lock, because I think people want to see how that went down.
Guys, this video, you can see it on YouTube. We'll put a link in the description box. It was spectacular. We might even show you right now.
79 kilograms, but that's not a non-Olympic weight class. So coming down here to 74 kg, got a pass to the semifinals and showcasing himself right away.
Anyway.
Yeah, so again, background, Dave, 4-time NCAA champ, 2-time world champion, Nolf, 3-time NCAA champ, and really one of the greatest folk style wrestlers of all time, not because of how he smacked people, but just how good his technique was.
And one of my favorite folk style wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
I kind of worship Nolf secretly. He's one of my favorite folk style wrestlers.
The
guy can do it all.
Pure technique.
Technical.
He has some of the best technique ever.
But not in a match with Dake.
Yeah, not when you're with a horse. Right, so whistle shot. Why do we call it a whistle shot? So people line up in the center, right? Brian lines up his left foot. I'm like, I'm taking my day time. The rest like, red, line up. And I'm like, oh, sorry. This guy's already lined up. So I line up the same foot that he lines up forward. Right here. Ref blows the whistle, boom.
What?
Low signal. We call it a whistle shot, right? Now, what happened?
He kind of cut this corner.
Nolf kind of immediately puts his head on the outside, I think, right?
Yeah, but no, he just cut a corner. He swept to the left.
He went to the single, secures this knee, right? So he can pull it in. He's thinking, oh, I'm going to shoot a single leg, right?
Just like that Gilman seatbelt tie. Where
But
you grab the waist.
yeah, but what happens? He's like, oh, I think I can get more. So he goes, boom.
Boom. Anyway here. Now, at this point, I'm Nolf. I know I'm going to get lifted. So I have a counter to the lift. I can hook. I hook the Uchimata leg on the inside. You can't lift me. Oh, shoot. You're Kyle Dake, aren't you?
So this is actually very common in Greco, this technique. When I have my inside leg, the leg that's closest to the hips, I want to help my lift with that leg, right? I can't just lift him like this. If they just try to lift him like this, it wouldn't work. But he steps in, and now when he pops his hips and lifts, this right leg goes
on one
straight
leg?
up, like this.
Yeah.
That's what allows for the lift. You see it a lot in Greco because guys get here.
Yeah, and a guy...
He lifts like that with his knee.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Or a guy's doing a soup from behind, and a guy will try to hook, and he'll basically back bridge off of one leg. Boom. So,
a long story short,
we don't really want to demo this one, but the point is, once you've got me lifted, and this leg kind of, and my body kind of tilts, Dake almost like lifted and jumped off that foot and just.
Well, we can do it with a dummy really quick, right?
You know what? We're gonna cut this video right now because we don't need to show this.
So,
I thought you were gonna do it. Pull out a crash pad. Okay, let's do it with the dummy.
Right. So we go low single. We're right here. This is Coach Brian, right? I come up right here. This leg gets Uchimata. So I'm gonna lift, and because Dake didn't think he had enough off of one leg to push to rotate, he comes off that leg and drops.
Yeah.
So usually, when you're wrestling somebody maybe not as good as you, you'll be able to lift and turn. But he felt that pressure back towards him because when I lift and he's got this hook, I'm gonna feel this pressure back. So I lift, he's trying to turn into me, see how he turns into me? So as I lift, it's like it's too much. So I gotta come off the other leg. So next time, this is Mr. Nolf, right? Here, with my single climb, here, I get Uchimata, I lift that leg, but it's not enough to get the turn. I lift the leg, I hop off, and I get my forehead.
What would have happened if that was on concrete? We don't even need to ponder. We already know.
And I was kind of upset because I wanted to see it was actually a fairly competitive match the last time. I think Dake won 5-0, which is controlled victory, but he didn't smoke him.
Yeah.
So I figured,
I would have liked to see a better exchange, but you know what? We got to see crazy fireworks, and you know what? Wrestling needs that because that highlight reel throw is going to be shown for years to come. Anyway, that was awesome, Anton. We have more, but you know what? We'll do it next time.
There's more stuff.
All right, there's more stuff next time. Thank you guys so much. Teach Me Grappling. Click that like button. Tell Anton how much you guys love this Russian Panda and how you want him back for more next time with more good stuff. See you guys later.